Today I'm going to share with you how I spent an extra $100 a week on eBay and grew my sales by 50% during that time. Hey guys, welcome back to Resale Dojo, where we grow reselling businesses together. Now today I'm going to share with you guys an experiment that I did on my eBay store to see if it was going to help me grow my sales or what type of traction I was going to get. And the experiment went really well. Over the past 2 weeks, I grew my sales by over 50% from the previous period. And all it costed me was an extra $100 in fees that were going to go to eBay. So what I did for the last 2 weeks is I adjusted my promoted listing percentage for my store. Now previously I had a blanket percentage across all listings of 2.3%. Yeah, it's a weird number. I started at 1, then moved it to 2, and then just been inching it up over time. But for the last 2 weeks, I increased to 5% across the board for all my listings. And when it comes to my listings, some of those categories are actually going to be above market, like DVDs, because I think DVDs is like 4.3% is what the average market promoted listing is out there. But for stuff like clothing that's out there, those are, average is probably like 9% on their. Video games, I believe, are like 7%. So some of the stuff I'm still below when it comes to the average that's out there, and some of them I've bumped up a little bit above the market rate for what people are promoting for those categories. So for the past 2 weeks, my sales are at $5,100, and that is 50% higher than the previous 2 week period. My quantity sold is 117 units, which is only 33% more than the previous period. My average sales is $44, which is 13% higher than the previous period. One of the most interesting things I noticed from this experiment is a lot of my sales shifted from regular sales to promoted listing sales. So once you increase your percentage in eBay for your promoted listings, they are going to be pushing out there. You're getting in front of more eyeballs, and those are going to be the type of sales you're going to get going forward. I had 102 of my 117 sales via promoted listings. So the fees definitely went up for me, because for the 2 weeks before that, I spent only $20 when it came to promoted listing fees. But over the past 2 weeks, I spent $100 a week for $200 total in promoted listings fees, because those are the listings that are getting pushed to the top of the search. People are seeing it first. They're going to be one of the top 3 listings usually when it comes to it. And those were selling right away for me. And guess what? I'm going to spend an extra $100 a week if I'm increasing my sales by 50% over the previous periods. I'm going to do that all day long to be able to make the sales that I made, to be able to grow my sales by 50% for only an extra $100 a week. I feel like that is a steal. It sucks that that is the game you have to play when it comes to eBay, but you have to think about it this way. eBay likes it when they make money from you. So whether it's a sale that they're getting, whether it's extra fees that they're getting, whatever that is generating them more money, they're going to push you harder if you're going to be able to make them more money. So if they're going to be able to make a little bit more off of your Nintendo Wii console than the next person, they're going to put yours towards the top because they want to make more money from you. So just think about that way. If you're able to feed eBay a little bit more, they're going to feed you back. Now let's look at how I did in search. The impressions were up 52%. The clicks were up 94%, which is insane. You wouldn't think it's that high. The promoted listings sold were up 131%. So you could see the big shift from regular listings to promoted listing sales. They were pushing me hard out there as a promoted listing to get those sales. And my promoted listing sales dollar-wise was up 197%. So that's why there's so much more in fees going to eBay right now, is because they pushed me out there via promoted listings and got those sales generated before the non-promoted sales went through. And everything else is up as well. My click-through rate is up, my sales conversion rate is up, my average sold ad rate is up, and my ad fees obviously are up. One thing I want to show you guys is the impressions chart. When I turn this on, you could see a big spike on my promoted listings. Impressions go up to almost 150,000 impressions per day. My organic or non-promoted listing impressions dropped down from the previous time period. But the cool thing that I noticed is that those lines actually had an upward trend over the 2 weeks. You know, it started me low when it came to the organic listings, but it gave me a little bit of bump up in week 2. And as you could see for the promoted listings one, that one just steadily went up. And I did not do anything different during this 2 weeks. I did the same type of listings that I've been doing for probably the last month or two. And I didn't do anything different than change my promoted listing percentage from 2.3% to 5% for these 2 weeks. I didn't run any deeper sales. I didn't list more than I normally list. I did not have anything crazy that I listed on there that's gonna drive a lot of views. I just listed the normal bread and butter DVDs, CDs, video games, electronics, some shoes here and there, just the normal stuff that I put in my store. And you could see that actually the performance of impressions went up for the promoted impressions over the 2 weeks. So it seems like eBay got comfortable with me getting those sales at this new percentage. It just kept spitting me out more and more and more to their buyers whenever they could. So that's it. That's the breakdown of my experiment for the last 2 weeks. I increased my promoted listings from 2.3% to 5%. I did not do any of the advanced listings. I did not do any special discounts. I did not do any additional listing when it came to it. I just did my normal stuff other than that one variable change. I definitely would recommend you guys to try this out yourself. Figure out what percentage you are comfortable with and try it out for a week. If it's working, let it keep running. If it's not, maybe scale it back or go a little bit more. You know, just tinker with it and see how it impacts your store. The thing that I really liked about this is I did not have to go in there and adjust my prices. I did not run additional percentages off on my items. I did not go and drop the prices of my items to get more eyeballs on it. I just gave a little bit more if the item sold from eBay pushing it out. So thank you guys for joining me once again. If you like videos like these, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Also, maybe check out one of the 2 videos over there. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.